I should get out of my sleeping bag and start moving, but dude, it's windy out, it's wet out, it's cold out, my shoes are soaked, and I've got the brand new Nerds Juicy Gummy Clusters. So, I'm just gonna snack on these a little bit. I'll get going eventually. Alright, kind of just abruptly, all the snow disappeared. And we are at 2,700 feet. And, one second, let me put the phone away. I don't want to drop that and crack my screen, that'd be a bummer. 2,700 feet, keep on descending all the way to town, then we come out of town, and then the trail really doesn't go above 2,000 feet, I believe. For most of the rest of Massachusetts, it might have like quick jumps above it, but nope, there's more snow down there. I can see it. Darn it. I'm trying to like guess where this snow is and where it isn't, if I can send my snowshoes home in Dalton based on like, oh, I won't be above this elevation and this much snow melted. But we'll see. I still got more to go. You know what? I'm just gonna send them home because there's really not much snow left, and if it doesn't really go above 2,000 feet, I'm quite confident that I won't have too much crazy post-holing to do for the rest of Mass. But you know, I could be wrong. That'll just add to the excitement of it, right? Whatever. Cloudy. I woke up at maybe it was like 6 and was gonna get moving, but was just kind of still drowsy, so I went back to bed. Woke up at 9, so late start to the morning, but luckily today's not a long day. It's like 14 miles, and I think most of it is going to be snow-free, if my kind of idea of what's covered in snow and what isn't covered in snow on trail is right. So I'll be able to cruise all that. All I'd really like to do is hit the post office before it closes, and I think it closes at like 4:30 or 5, so don't think that's going to be too much of a problem, but hopefully I don't jinx myself. My shoes are absolutely soaked from all the snow yesterday. I thought I had like emptied them all out, but when I stuck my foot in, it was like sticking into a puddle of water. And these don't have removable insoles in them. Or maybe the insoles are just stuck and I need to fucking tear them out. I don't know. But, so I couldn't take the insoles out to kind of dry separately last night. Who knows? Alright, I checked. And the Dalton post office closed at 4:30, so do need to hustle a little bit. But I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. I'm about to hit I don't know what town this is. Some town, but there's a Dollar General, so might pick up maybe some caffeine liquids, and that'll help me move a little faster. And then I think it's only maybe like 10, 11, 12 miles to Dalton. So, yep, grab my pack. It's got my new shoes in it. It's got my shorts, short sleeve shirt, so I can get out of this long stuff on those hot days. And also body glide, so I don't chafe my my giblets and giblets, you know. Ooh, someone's got a fire going. Ooh. Quick in and out, get powered up. Do my snowshoes look super, like, unlevel? I don't know. I was just trying to get them straight. They wouldn't go. I just said, fuck it. I don't care. Just strapped them down, all cockeyed. The less amount of stuff I have in my pack, you know, they're like below, whatever. Not really a good reason why I didn't spend the extra 10 seconds to get them straight. Just didn't care, right? I just wanted to get cracked out on caffeine and hike. Sorry, dude. I forgot to film anything for the rest of the day, but I got to town. I booked a hotel room. I just went to Walmart. Well, first I went to the post office, picked up. Look at new wardrobe. We got shorts. We got tights. We got trail runners. Short sleeve shirt. I'm ready for the summer, dude. Got all that. Thanks, Mom. Appreciate you. Love you. She did all that for me and got me like a bunch of Easter themed candy. But then I just went to Walmart, resupplied, and got this big box to hopefully fit my snowshoes in. I have no clue how much this is going to cost for shipping. So fill that up. I might like try to cut it down so it's smaller. Like I'll put everything in there and then like, you know, cut it so they don't have to pay as much, because I'm pretty sure it's like a weight and size calculation to how much it's going to cost. I just walked back into the room though after going to Walmart, getting all the resupply, putting all the stuff in the backpack, and I've had my shoes leaned up against here to dry out before I send those. Oh, dude, the entire room smells like nasty foot. But there we go. Success. Holy Jiminy Christmas. We got a lot of stuff we're sending home here. Let me show you. So, snowshoes, gaiters. Sorry, everything's kind of like shoved in here. Rain pants. I'll show you the alternative to rain pants after I'm done with this. I had another pair of liner gloves, but I only need one now. my pants, my future fleece tights, which I blew the crotch out of, but I still want to keep them for some reason. Where'd my belt go? Oh, I got my belt shoved back there. Then I have my shoes, my trekking poles, my Nalgene, my down puffy boots, down booties. So there we go. Pretty much moving towards springtime gear. Well, now let me show you what we use instead of rain pants. I learned this from my buddy on the CDT. You take Frog Tog's rain pants, cut off the pants. Can you see that? And you have rain shorts. It's the best. It's amazing. You gotta be careful because you can rip the crotch, but you just want to make sure you cut them above the knee, because if they catch on the knee, they get rippy. The thing about these, though, if it's raining, you can't wear your tights, or you pull this maneuver. Well, that maneuver doesn't really work that great because the bottom will get wet, but it's just the best when it warms up. And rain pants are just super hot. The Frog Togs rain shorts, thanks Beta, that's the guy who taught me this, they work the best. They're awesome, super lightweight, keeps all your pants from getting wet, and then you get like really bad chafing because everything's like vacuum sealed to you. So yeah, and then instead of the Nalgene, we're just going freaking Smart Water bottle and such, or any other bottles. Sorry, Mom, this is going to be a really stinky box to get in the mail. Yep, dude, we're getting rid of a bunch of stuff. This is nice. I have such a light pack. So then you're like, trekking poles, how do you set up your tent now? It's a trekking pole tent. I have the Dan Durston carbon poles that I use, which are awesome. I mean, now the lighter stuff that like I could still switch out a stove, but I looked at Walmart for one. There's no Outfitters nearby to get a canister stove, so one of these towns I'll find one of those and switch away from the liquid fuel, but I still got a full bottle, so I'll just use up that fuel and then go for it. And then my sleeping pad, I could get a lighter one of those, but I don't feel like buying a whole new sleeping pad. I love the Nemo, so I would go with the Nemo Tensor. This is my first year ever using one of those instead of like the Neo Air, the Thermarest Neo Airs. Dude, I fall off of those things. They're just not for me. They're super light, but compared to the sleeping on the Nemo, the Thermarest ones suck for me. So I'm going to stick with Nemo sleeping pads from now on. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with the extreme temperature sleeping pad for now, because I don't feel like spending money on a new one. And then the other thing is just like my 10-degree sleeping quilt. And then whenever I do get a new stove and send that home, I'll send home my puffy too, because I won't need that because I got my synthetic puffy. But it'll be nice to have, just as these like temperature swings happen right now in April. I think I've covered everything, but got just a lot of shit all over the place right now, so I don't know what I have covered, what I haven't covered. I'm so glad I have my Ultras. I'm still wearing these freaking rain shorts around, but they just look cool too. Okay, that's all I got. Peace. Check this out. Ooh, I'm the shipping master. Was able to get the box all tiny. We will see how much that costs. I'm so excited to send that all home. Like, dude, like 20 pounds it feels like. It feels heavy. It's a lot of weight. A lot of shit I get to send home. Very happy. Very, 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 very happy. Beautiful. Bro, holy crap. Shipping that box this morning took forever. So I could have hiked, it's like 3 miles or 2.5, I don't know, 2 to 3 miles back to the post office, which is next to trail. But I'm in town. And so I was like looking on Google, and I found out that there is this like FedEx One location inside of Walgreens right across the street from me. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'll use that to send the package. So I bring the package over there. Turns out all that they can do there is like scan a QR code on your package and then like wait for the FedEx to pick it up. So you have to do everything through the app or online to get your package ready. So that meant then that the first order of business was measuring the package. So the thing asked me for like the dimensions of the package. Easy. I just went into one of the aisles. There was a ruler in there, measured it. Then I needed a weight, so I asked them, hey, do you guys have a scale? They didn't have a scale. So then I went on Google and I looked up, and right next door was a gym. So I go to the gym and I was like, hey, weird question. Do you guys have a scale here that I can go weigh myself and then weigh myself at the package so I can figure out how much this package weighs so I can send it? And they were like, yeah, no problem, man. And so they let me go into the bathroom and use the scale. So I got the measurements of the package. I got the weight of the package. Now I went back to the Walgreens, like sat in a chair next to one of their photo kiosks and like tried to get on the app to like make the shipping label through their system to send it. It was horrible. None of these, like, there was no way for me to like set the from address to my actual home address and then the to address, you know, I'm sending it to my mom's place. Every time I like tried to like, you know, because you'd like it to be like to from your address and from, so if something happens then it gets sent to your home address. But through the app and all that, you're just like not able to do it, because if I set the to address to my place, then the drop off locations they allowed me to select were in Iowa City. I guess it makes sense, but so I just like picked the hotel as my from address. This is all convoluted. Whatever. I just had to like say that I'm sending this from the hotel. So I guess if it gets returned, if something happens, then it just comes to the hotel, and I'll just have to give them a call and be like, hey, sorry, I had my package sent to you. Anyway, I finally figured that out. So then that took me forever to do, because like each time I had to like go through all their like little things, and then something would be wrong, and then it logged me out, and then like it was trying to get me to do like this virtual scan of the package to figure out its dimensions and all that. I ended up trying to use the app. I used their website, not the app. It was just a clusterfuck. Finally, I get it to go through, and it shoots me out this shipping label. And I'm like, but I need a QR code. Because then I go up to the desk and I'm like, hey, I have the shipping label. Can I use that? And they're like, no, we need a QR code. If you don't print this out yourself, you have to scan the QR code. I'm like, fuck. So then I go to the kiosk and I have to like go through the whole process to send. I made the shipping label into a photo, had them print it out like it was a photo from the photo kiosk. And then so they just printed out a photo of the shipping label thing, and I had them tape the photo to there, and that worked. And I finally freaking got the package out after like 2 hours of like sitting in there and like screwing with the app and screwing with all these different settings and like trying to send it. It's whatever. It worked out. But my gosh, was it a headache. And maybe I should have just walked back to the post office and sent it from there. Yeah. That was just... And there were like no other locations nearby that I could send anything from. There's no UPS location. There's no FedEx location. So that was the closest, but it just... I didn't save any time by doing that and not just walking to the post office and walking back. But whatever. Sent my snowshoes home. Sent all that stuff home that I had in the box. So I sent a bunch of weight home. But as far as videos go, I tried to upload one last night on the Wi-Fi at the hotel, and it did not work. It said it was going to take 16 hours. I tried to do it on my phone's internet, and it said it was 28 hours. And then I went to McDonald's after I sent the package, and I was sitting in there. I was like, I'm curious how long this takes. It said it would take an hour to upload a video at the McDonald's, and I just was not willing to sit there for an hour and try to upload a video because I have a bunch more to edit. So now I'm back at the hotel room. I'm going to edit videos, and maybe I'll like go to the library tomorrow and try to upload them. Or I'll just whatever. I'll just freaking go a week without having to upload a video and people get pissed at me. Whatever, dude. I don't even care. Dude, our logistics suck. But I got it set. So that's cool. I'm just absolutely useless now. Just feel freaking worn out. Now I gotta stick my head in the phone and edit videos. But like, I'm so worn out, so much so that I was just like, screw it, I'm not even gonna do laundry. I don't even care. I got clothes that my mom sent me, so I got some clean stuff, and then I just freaking washed my socks. That's the only thing I care about. I washed my socks in the shower, and now they're currently sitting on the heater unit to dry them out. I didn't mean to complain. It was just more like a funny story, but it turned into a complaining story. So I'm sorry about that. But dude, I got a whole thing of freaking check this out. This hotel room is kind of a shithole. But like the freezer's just a block of ice. There's like a bunch of shit in here when I got here, whatever. But dude, I got a giant thing of freaking cranberry juice. Maybe I need to get cracked out. Maybe I just need to do my other super espresso, 200 milligrams of caffeine. Screw it, I'm doing that. It's like 12. I'm just gonna get heavily caffeinated so I have like a panic attack and sit in bed and panic attack edit videos. That sounds fun. And I'm eating gummy clusters. End of the day, I'm just finishing up editing that video. The package weighed 12.7 pounds, and if I did all the stuff right and FedEx doesn't try to charge me more, it costs like 41 something bucks. So round up, 42 bucks a send. But yeah, got rid of like 12 pounds of stuff. That's pretty cool. Just watched, I don't watch sports. My mom told me that University of Iowa basketball was in the final 16, the Super 8. I don't know. I haven't watched basketball since Caitlin Clark, but I watched the game. They lost, so that was probably my fault. That's how that works, right? The one time I watch any kind of sports, the team loses. So I apologize to all Iowa fans. I didn't mean to do that. I will continue doing what I always do and just not watch sports anymore. Ready to get back to trail. They go tomorrow. I don't think I have any other updates other than that. I just drank an entire thing of cranberry juice just laying in bed. So I'm gonna be up all night peeing. That's what's up with me.